Hi everyone, welcome to another episode at Her Club True Stories. Before introducing our new guest for today, I'd like to talk about what we are trying to do creating a platform like Her Club True Stories. Her Club True Stories basically is a platform for mompreneurs. Mompreneurs can come and share their joys, their struggles and their challenges they have overcome and become what they are today. There are many women out there who are toying with an idea. They have good passion in them, but they don't know somewhere where to start or should they start or not. So what we are trying to do here is bringing out stories from mompreneurs who have taken a simplest of idea, simplest of their passion, simplest of their hobby, and become and implemented them. And by listening to such stories, you might get inspired or even get some ideas on where and how should you start with. So without any further delay, I would like to introduce my guest for today, and she's none other than Nupur Agarwal. She's a mom to a 4.5-year-old. She's a dietitian. She's a licensed clinical dietitian since 15 years of global experience. She's a certified biophysicist from Italy, certified yoga teacher, certified Reiki master, active member of Indian Dietetic Association and Singapore Nutrition and Dietetic Association, private practitioner, lifestyle coach, and she is associated with various hospitals and educational institutes. Welcome to our platform, Nupur. Also, before starting, I'd like to mention that she is my childhood friend, and I'm so grateful to you to, come and speak about you on this platform. You might just inspire some of the moms or women who are listening to us out here today. Over to you, Nupur. I'd like to understand from you what your background was and understand what your formal education was first.
Hi Shilpa, thank you for having me here on this platform. I would first like to congratulate you to having such a great platform for all the women here and especially for moms, because this is very important for all of us to have such platform, come forward, look forward and see what we all are doing in different fields and or what we can do for our own self. So coming back to me, I'm 36-year-old. As she said, I'm a mother of 4.5. I was born in both Gaya, Bihar, but I'm brought up in Mumbai in a very conservative Marwari family. And coming from there, education was always very, very important. But we were very clear in our minds that growing up, we will not be able to work or have a career of our own. Okay. So I was sure that the moment I'm going to get complete my education, I'll be getting married. And so the life was, very chill and nice and, happy-go-lucky. But it's not that how the way we think. In 2001, my mom passed away. And that was like a turning point in our lives. We are like 4 sisters, and my father somehow went into a depression. We had a family business. But then to look after our education and to run the house and, everything financially to support, somehow my sister, she started to work. And that's how our entire journey to think about a career, to have a career began. So, yeah, this is how I would say I started with my journey. As far as my formal education is concerned, so I've completed my schooling from St. Xavier's group of schools, which is St. Mary's in Mumbai. I've done my bachelor's in home science with specialization in dietetics from SNDT College, that is from SVT Juhu. And apart from that, I've done certain courses, as she mentioned, which is from Italy and from other courses like in yoga and Reiki. So this gets to my, as far as my qualifications are concerned.
Okay.
Yes.
So, Nupur, I'd like to understand, after you did a dietary course, what are the opportunities for somebody who graduates doing that?
As far as you know me, I'm like a person who like versatility. I can be bored with doing like one thing and continuously sticking to one kind of a job or a lifestyle, I would say. So this particular, honestly, to begin with, I have no clue that I'm getting into something this huge and this good versatile a job or a career. But this gives you, I got an opportunity first to work with KM Hospital, which is the largest government hospital of India, as my internship plus my further few 6 months of my RD internship I did from there. So one gets to work definitely in a hospital. I got associated with a lot of fitness clubs, which is like Talwarkar, ZAF. Even in when I got married and shifted to Singapore, I was fortunate to work in a fitness club over there as a dietitian. Then you get an opportunity to get yourself associated with a lot of corporates, schools where you can go as a counselor. You can you can give them talks. So part of that, you can be a part of food industry as far as analyzing or testing the food, evaluating the food. So you get to do this. You get to do the food valuation in the all packets. If you will see, the food products these days have got the calorie values.
Yeah.
So you get to do that. So
Okay.
it's like, plus you can have your own clinic. You can open up your own startup, and you like what I'm doing currently. I'm doing my freelancing, having a family and stuff. So you can do that as well. So it is like a really versatile opportunities you have as far as this career is concerned.
Okay, that's good to know. I mean, when you start after you graduate, you have to work under somebody to at least gain some experience, and then you can branch out into various streams as per your convenience or your interest, maybe, right?
Yes, obviously. Yes, yes. So as a college, compulsorily we had this internship to be done. So
Okay.
dietitians are given an internship in a hospital, especially like a multifaceted hospital, a government hospital.
Yes.
So from there, then you have a, then you get a better understanding. Obviously, everybody starts like a junior. So you be a
Correct.
junior, you work under, gain experience, and
Yes.
then moving further, like now after like over total 15 years, so it's been past 7 years that I am being solo. I'm doing my private practice. Earlier, was always under some company or associated with some other organization.
Okay. So when you say that you are a solo currently or from 7 years, what was that moment in your life or what made you decide to go solo? Because we are of the view that, having a job is very cushioning. Leaving a cushion job and starting up something new, of course, which comes with a lot of, challenges. So what made you decide to leave a cushioned a setup and move to something entrepreneurial?
See, there are two things to it. One, that was 7 years back, was the time when I got relocated back to India from Singapore. So I had like a job for 3 years in Singapore. So after coming here, initially I did some corporate. I was into some corporate and all, but honestly, the way our profile looks like, we are not that well paid. So to have like a elaborated 8 hours of a job and where you're not really being paid the way you're supposed to be makes you think to do something differently, where you have your own little personal time, and you can, as well as you can, earn and look and do variety of things. So like when I was in hospital, 8 hours, 9 hours, sometimes it used to get a little extended because of some last minute thing, but you have a fixed salary to work on. So
Correct.
other than that, when I came back here, I was planning for a family. So that was one thing in my mind. Secondly, so I needed time. Be having such a hectic lifestyle and understanding my how the way I used to work. I was like a complete workaholic. So it's like I can start from 6 and I used to end like 9 in the evening. Like first part I used to go to the clinic, second part I used to go in a fitness club. So this way I used to work throughout the day. Then plus you have
Okay.
some pending works to do. So it was like a very hectic schedule. So I was like, no, that was taking a lot of toll on my body, and planning a family and, looking forward was like, I needed a little setback. So that's the one thing which I felt. And the second thing, as I mentioned about, how you are paid. So these were the two things actually, which was a point for me to think about doing something on my own. And definitely initially it was not easy for me to do that, but having said, coming from an experience globally, gave me that little confidence that yes, I can do it. Maybe start small, but you can work and work forward to see better. So this was what I would say. Yeah.
Okay. But when you start up, other than the financial angle of it, there is also a pressure to acquire that first client. There is also a pressure of convincing that person to believe in whatever you say. So how easy or difficult was it for you?
Okay, this question I would say that luckily it wasn't very difficult for me to convince anyone. That's because everything came to me naturally, and plus with my experience, having a good experience was the one thing which made me get better clients. Plus practice what you preach. So people had seen me, the way I used to function, and being a dietitian is any which ways in any of an organization also you're working, you are not bound to any set pattern. You are on your own only. You are the one who are planning diets. You are the one who are looking after the client. So the one particular client is associated to you only. So there is this like a one-to-one bond you already formed there. So my entire work till now, I would say, is based on work referrals. So it's like a word of mouth. So the people coming to you is like automatically, it's like a converted people. So the first thing I would say what I began with was word of mouth. So convincing was not really which I had to work for, but yeah, delivering what the people are coming with, that mindset was something I had to focus. So delivering what the testimonial they come up with, or the pre-mindsets what they had about me, about my work, or the results was something had made me uptight about my work.
Okay. And what is the most annoying part of being a dietitian?
Annoying part is like actually the problem is people just see it as a just like a weight loss, weight gain.
Yes.
So it's not that. It's about not just about those little figures which you see on your scale. Honestly, I don't have a weighing scale. From the longest period of time in my life, I never had a weighing scale. I never asked my clients to keep a weighing scale, step on the scale, because that's not important. I would like to say what is important is how you appear to others, how you look at yourself. So that is more important than, so that is one thing which keeps me like, okay. And other thing is like, people will be, just give me a diet. It doesn't work that way. So what I am eating, I cannot be giving you that. I need to know you. I need to understand you. It is personalized. And that's how only you're going to get the results what you want. So not annoying, but these are the two things which I want people should understand when it comes to, diet, or when it comes to their health.
Okay, I think your major work, first of all, involves talking to them and, coaching them about what it is all about, first of all, and then getting into the hardcore thing that they have approached you for. Correct?
Correct. So a complete health assessment is being done. It's like a 1.5 hour session. Complete health assessment is being done. Based upon that, we work upon we chart out their tailor-made plans for them. So then that's how then I do a follow-up, how it needs to be, what it needs to be, what changes needs to be made. So it's like just not one plan given and done. So this was also one thing when I was working in a hospital. I realized that, discharge diets and all, when we used to plan, we just plan and we gave it to the people. But then they should not really follow it. They should just take it like a prescription paper, take it home and set it done.
Yeah.
And then that's why again, the cycle used to be like vicious cycle. Again, they used to come back to the hospital with the same conditions or maybe with more conditions. So there, I understood the importance was the regular follow-up, regular monitoring, making them do this. Only then they will see the results, they will believe in it, and they'll be able to reverse their health conditions.
Okay. Okay. How much does diet play a role in the overall well-being of a person? They say that, you gym a lot, but some people don't concentrate on their diet. They just gym. So how much of it makes a difference?
See, you know the famous saying 70% diet, 30%
Yeah.
exercise, or some different percentage, vice
Yes.
versa. I would say it's not that. It's what I've learned is everything should be 100%. So it's
Okay.
your 100% diet, 100% exercise, 100% of your sleep, 100% of your commitment. Only then you're going to get results. Like for example, when we are preparing for any competitive exam or something, we just can't be focusing on our favorite subject. We just can't be
Yes.
doing only maths, or we can't be just focusing only science and get 100 and 100 and we'll be able to get through wherever we want. No, we need to be focusing equally on each and every subject. Only then you can score that bullseye. So
Correct.
this is
That's a
how health
very
is
valid
also.
point. That's a very valid point, actually.
So that is what it is. So people say, "Na ma'am, मैं 1 घंटा करूँगी या or a cheat day or this
Yeah.
day." No, it's not that. It is a lifestyle change. Take it like a lifestyle. Work on every aspect. Go slow, but be consistent.
Okay.
So this is very important. Go slow, but consistent, and work on each and every aspect of your life.
Okay. So, personally, even you don't have cheat days?
Oh, I do have. I would not call it like a cheat day, but I call it like a treat day. So
Treat day. Okay.
yes. So people, so don't, and the treat should be one meal at one time. Don't be
Yes.
like, really, yeah, don't be like really selfish and, go for it like the whole day and there is no limit to it, or this is like the end of my life. No. So this is like a treat day, and we should all enjoy and give that treat to yourself.
Correct.
And I'm sure as a women, we all have that major mood swings, all
Yeah.
throughout, up and down. So I personally also I undergo those, mood swing days. So I need my, that chocolate. I need a little piece of a cake. Like I have got a lot of sweet cravings. So I need that little. So yes, you should take it like a treat day. Work accordingly. As I said before, work on your other prospects also, and you'll be through. It won't become, and don't feel guilty about it. People do cheat days and do other things, and then end of the day they feel guilty about it. So treat will be enjoying, having fun, and with that intention, it will not be showing up on your body. You'll be just using it the way you burn other calories what you consume. But the moment it's in your mind, it will show on your gut. It will show on your tummy, on your belly. So
Yeah. Maybe it has got to do with a word called as cheat, and then you feel guilty about it. If you call it as a treat, maybe you enjoy what you did for the day, and then you take that forward with you.
yes, you deserve it. It's like a deserving. It's like an award.
Correct. Yes. So having after doing your dietary practice, after going solo, you branched into something called as yoga. And you have not been a student, now you're a certified yoga practice teacher also. So how did that happen?
Okay, it's got a little story behind it. I was undergoing, as I said, I was planning for a baby. So I had a journey of 3 failed IVF cycles. And finally, on my 4th cycle, I was successful. So as we know, during the entire IVF cycle, you have to take a lot of drugs and injections. And because of that, it had taken a lot of toll on my body. Earlier to that, I had that previous hectic lifestyle, and not much time to look after yourself as far as your health is concerned. And plus having such heavy drugs and injections was like I was really bloated. So in order to have a successful cycle, during my each cycle, I used to prepare myself, which I think it's very important for all the mothers who are undergoing an infertility or planning for a baby. Prepare yourself first. So during that phase, actually, I had joined this classes where I used to do Zumba, I used to do yoga, I used to do different
Yes, just to
activities
keep
and all.
fit. Yeah.
Yeah, so to keep fit, to detox myself better, to rejuvenate and prepare myself for the another cycle with that. So that way I started with my journey, and I started actually enjoying, because I was throughout my life I was in gym, but I never enjoyed exercising in the gym. Honestly, I was more like an outdoor or a group activity person. So during this phase I experienced the way it's supposed to be, how it works, how my body is. And yoga was like, I felt you can do it anywhere if you want, then in future, when I conceived and I had a baby and everything, during that entire phase there was in my mind somewhere that I should learn it myself, so that I can easily do it along with taking care of my baby.
Okay.
So that's how this actually came into my life. I did my certification. Honestly, it was not easy to take the decision at this point of time, because like my son is 4. So when I just completed, it's just been a year that I've completed my yoga course. So it was like, it's like a 4 hours course. I did it from the Yoga Institute Mumbai, which is like 100-year-old institute, and there you need to give like 4 hours of your day. So having a baby, home plus work, removing that education, 4 hours of education was like little difficult. But then I
Yes.
felt that no, this is really important if I'm going to see long run for my own health. So it actually began with my health, and now somehow it has converted as an extension to what I'm doing. So
Yeah.
thanks to this COVID time or a pandemic time, I started with online classes, which I never thought I'm going to do it. I never thought. So yeah, so
I
this
know
is how
this
my
COVID,
journey.
yeah, the COVID times have taught us a lot of things. We always thought that stepping out is the only way to get work done, but it is not so. Uh, Sitting in our homes in a small place, we can get things done, learn a lot of things. So yes, this
True.
place has been a great learning platform, I would say, to many of us here. So, having your own practice, then learning, and then managing your home, son, everything. How do you uh, what is your balancing tip, if I may
See,
ask?
one can only balance if they have a supportive family and a husband. Most importantly, a husband. So I
True.
will give my entire credit to my husband. I was the person, who had actually kind of like little given up, or I was like, my life journey was like it's always been like a road with a lot of speed breakers. So I never had a stop in my career, but it was always slowing down. So pregnancy, like that, it was like a 1.5 year I had to give for actually conceiving. So that time also it had slowed down. So whatever little clients I had, I was just holding on to them. So after such after such a long time, if you conceive, definitely your family will be very protective towards you. So plus there was little complication. I was not allowed to travel. So entire 9 months, I was like a home quarantine thing. I was at home. So there also, my husband was the one who pushed me that you call clients at home, you take counseling at home, you sit at home and do it. It's okay if you're not traveling, if you're not going out, because that's how my work profile used to be. I used to visit to my client's place, or we used to meet at some office sites and stuff like that. So this is how I used to function. So, but I was like a person, like a little private, home and calling somebody from outside. But he's
Yeah.
like, no, the people definitely you are going to continue with them, and we
Yes.
all are at home. Why don't you just try it out? Try. If it doesn't work, stop. So this really made a lot of sense to me. And I would say, I'm still living in a joint family. We are like a family of 6. So when there is a client, or when currently also if I'm doing an online class or something, everybody is like in their room, and I have that space to do my work. So, everybody for that 1 hour or 1.5 hour, they will keep themselves locked up. So there are 2 kids at home. My co-sister is staying with me. So there is a 6-year-old and my son is like a 4-year-old. Or back then, whenever I started, we have that little ones. So they all are actually, in their room, they're sitting locked up. And like right now, I'm doing this call and they all are like, locked outside and they're doing their work. So that, other person is not disturbed.
Yeah, a lot of support.
So yeah, so only then one can balance this. I feel that's really important.
Okay. And how do you de-stress yourself?
Oh, there are many ways. As I said earlier, I need variety. So dancing is one I enjoy and I do it. Apart from that, painting, running, and these days I would say practicing yoga asanas and meditation. So yeah, so this is like the way I de-stress myself.
Okay, so lately I've heard of this, that I've heard of this quote that women can't have it all. What is your take on it?
I would say it's not women, but anybody can't have it all. So that's true, I would say, in a way, but otherwise it's like we need to know what you want. And once I'm clear in my head that what I want, I should start working towards it. Yes. And only if I'm working towards it, I'm going to get it. So there's no other way that I won't get it and I can't have it all. You can, definitely you can. But you need to be very clear that what you want.
Okay. Yes, I believe so. We have to have that clarity in our mind, and then we have to step out of comfort zone. Of course, there will be some sacrifices to be made, some changes to be made to your lifestyle, but then it is all worth the effort, because ultimately it is you who is pursuing your passion or your interest, and when you are happy, the people around you are really happy, and you make everybody happy. So it's a cycle. It's a circle. I feel. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And lastly, I would like you to share some advice to moms who have an idea and don't know where to start, or where, or should they even start off?
See, I would say that identify what you want, as we just said. First is to identify that. If you don't know, maybe we all have some passion, we have some hobby, or if even that is not there, if even you're not sure about that, then start analyzing yourself, and that can be done by writing a self journal. Every day, write a journal for yourself. Once we start journaling our whole day activity, the way we think, the likes, dislikes, our routines, from there, you will definitely be able to come up with something which you want to do it in life, something which you're passionate about, something which can, you can take it further. So first is to identify, and then second is, as I said, you work towards it, to do it. Like, don't hold yourself back. There will be lots of ups and downs in our life, but it's really important to bounce back. It's really important to have a dream and a goal and to work towards it, because eventually you will be like, for what are we doing? Like, for maybe we leave our work, for maybe we get married, or maybe we take a break due to pregnancy or due to kids, but then eventually you will be all alone, and it is important to give yourself that importance. Don't hold yourself back in that. They will go, they will grow up, they will have their life of their own, but then one fine day you will think that oh, I should have done something, oh, why didn't I do something? So it is important to do something, start something small. Even if it is small, it's okay. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it really doesn't matter that what you're doing. There is no work which is big or small. It is about living your passion, understanding that, and just growing slow and steadily, growing on that.
Yeah, well said. Exactly. So yeah, I truly believe in the same. And however small you start, it is not about your that if you're only, if you're successful, you're known. It is for your good that you are doing something today. it is for your mental well-being that you are pursuing something that you really wanted to pursue. So my advice to women out there who are listening to us is to get, start up with the simple idea, not with an intention to make money out of it, but with an intention to make yourself happier. So, having said that, thank you, Nupur, for your time today. And I'm so grateful for friends like you who have agreed to, help me in this initiative of mine to inspire and motivate women like us who have an idea and who want to do something about it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Shilpa. Again, you're doing a great job. All the best.
Thank you.